everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a very special and incredibly different and not at all makeup related video. We are doing a candy challenge! So we were watching a lot of Good Mythical Morning this morning, and we saw that they were going through all sorts of different candies and had brackets, so we have decided that with all of our leftover Halloween candy from the lack of trick-or-treaters, that we would see what candy is the best. So on our little ottoman right in front of us that you guys can't see, but I will include a picture of all of the candy, we have, how many different candies is this? 32?
16.
Okay, so we have 16 different candies in front of us, and we had the giant pile in the middle of the ottoman, and we just randomly picked 2 at a time, and that is how they were paired with one another. Unfortunately, we are not Good Mythical Morning and could not have all of your lovely input, but alas, we got some good pairings, I'd say. We got some interesting things. So, we're just kind of gonna get started. Is there anything that you want to say?
I'm pretty excited. I'll probably be full of chocolate after this, which, you know, I'm okay with. Off the bat, I think that Snickers is probably gonna win. But I'm gonna do my best to not include my personal opinions as far as which candies I like and which ones I don't like. I'm just going to go off of which one I taste or what I taste as I taste it. But yeah,
okay.
That's all
Yeah. Okay, so where should we start?
It's the top corner.
Okay, so top corner here, I'm going to take a picture of this so you guys can see the contenders. Okay, so we have Milky Way versus $100,000. Oh, it's 100 grand. I always thought it was 100 gram.
No, it's 100 grand.
Okay, so I have never had one of these. Have you had one of these?
I think I've had one once before.
Okay, so it says chewy caramel and milk chocolate and crispy crunchies. So that kind of sounds like a crunch bar.
Yeah, crunch bar.
Okay, are we starting with that one?
Sure.
Okay. I honestly don't think I've ever had one of these. It's because like the packaging looks so old that you're like a little hesitant. Like, was this created in 1922?
Looking at it, it looks a lot like a crunch bar. A lot thicker.
Yeah.
Looks pretty crunchy.
It's so, like the caramel is so chewy.
Very caramel.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot. Crunch bars don't have caramel, right? Oh my god, it's like a workout to chew it.
Give us a few minutes.
10 years later. This is an interesting pairing, given the fact that Milky Way also has caramel.
Oh, my god.
So.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
It's good.
The caramel lasted way too long.
I was like still in my teeth.
It was like thick to chew through, so your initial bite was, I don't know, it's fine. Like your teeth sink through the chocolate and then you hit the caramel and it went pretty slowly from there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of brought it down. I mean, it was good. Definitely crunchy. I like the crunchy aspect. I bet a crunch bar would probably be better, in my opinion. But it was pretty good.
I kind of liked the addition of the crunchy aspect plus the caramel. I think the only thing that would have made it better is if the caramel was a little bit
if it was
softer.
Soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Definitely. If it was softer, it would have been a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
What do you rank that out of 10?
I don't know. I'm not a huge like plain caramel fan, so I guess I'm probably gonna have to say like a 6. Like, it was good. It wasn't the best thing in the world, but it was. Not
I think if it weren't for the caramel, I'd get a higher rating for me, but I think I'm gonna go with a 5.
Okay. On to the Milky Way.
More caramel.
Yeah.
Also, caramel or caramel? I don't know.
You decide.
I don't care. I say it either way. I rotate, basically.
Dink it and sink it.
Put the whole thing in our mouth.
Oh, it's so much softer.
Very soft.
Okay.
Easier to chew.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it side by side, you're not going to be able to see it. But like the layer of caramel in this one is in the Milky Way is so much thinner than this one. We haven't had Three Musketeers yet, but I know Three Musketeers has like this a really soft inside. I don't know what it's called, but it looks like the Milky Way has it too. And it's just much easier to chew, much more enjoyable. Like the crunchy aspect of this was really good. but mixed with how hard it was to chew the caramel, it's like it wasn't complementary, the crunch and the caramel. Whereas the caramel being soft and chocolatey is, I'm going with the Milky Way.
I think I am too. Milky Way!
Milky Way!
For the win!
Also, I'd give the Milky Way. That was really good. Probably I'll go with a 7.
I was going to say 7.
7.5 for me.
Really? A half?
Yeah.
The good men of GMM don't half it.
Alright, Milky Way wins.
Next up, we have Skittles versus Hershey's!
That was really loud.
What did you say?
Hershey's!
Hershey's! I thought you said
Hershey's!
Hershey's. And I was like, what?
Now, Skittles is an interesting inclusion because the Skittles, along with Starburst, sneak peek, Starburst, those are the two only non-chocolatey candies included in this. Which, like, I think it's a little, I don't want to say odd because it's just kind of spur of the moment thing. I don't think, like, we're to blame or anything, but I think including only 2 non-chocolatey things are a little weird because...
Well, I think it's more interesting that there's not more non-chocolatey candy individually packaged. You know, because, I mean, we were in the aisle at Walmart, and if you think about it, like, even when I am thinking about non-chocolatey candies, I'm thinking about gummy bears, which come in a bag, like a big bag. You're not going to get individually packaged those. Like Sweet Tarts, which you might find individually packaged,
Just
but...
imagine if they gave you one huge Skittle. Like, that's not very...
But, you know what I mean? Like, I think a lot more of the candy is chocolatey based.
Also different colors. I don't...
Right. That's something to consider is that, like, if we have plain M&Ms here, every color M&M is the same, but with Skittles, you have every color being different, so, like, you're getting a rainbow here. So I think I'm just gonna go right in and just
go for it.
Yeah. No, I really like Skittles anyway, but you don't. We don't know what a tiebreaker is.
I don't know. This tastes pretty good. Very fruity. It's nice.
I love the green and red.
It's nice as like the moisture or the saliva, I guess. I don't know if it's going to be gross to you or whatever, but as the saliva builds in your mouth, it almost has that flavor of Skittles. So you swallow that as you're still chewing, and the flavor lasts. Like, I can still taste it. I've been chewing for
It's just
a
pleasant.
moment.
It's just a nice taste. I like that it's not chocolatey, honestly.
It kind of lasts a while, but like that's not a bad thing.
And they don't get stuck to your teeth, which I find really, really nice. That's like something, like with caramel, that typically bothers me. So I like that these are pretty clean as far as the eating goes. So I like Skittles though. I mean, you know that. So
That was good. I'm going to give that, for not being chocolatey, Skittles having a high rating for me is pretty honorable. That's a good word. But that was really good. I'm going to give that an 8.
yeah, I think I would agree with you. That's the score that I was thinking. So now we've got Hershey's, and these are just the regular milk chocolate. There's nothing in them or anything. And I gotta say, these are fantastic on s'mores, and that's pretty much where the fantasticness stops for me.
I don't imagine if you want to eat a chocolate bar. I mean, if you want plain chocolate, that's totally cool, but if I were to get a chocolate bar, I'd get something
Within
fancy.
it. Yeah, like with almonds at the very least. It's good though.
It was really good. Very smooth. That was very good, and like, it didn't last as long in your mouth as you're chewing it as the Skittles did, but I can still kind of taste the chocolate.
I'm still going.
Yeah, maybe I'm a quick eater, so that has to do with it.
It's so smooth, and I really like the chocolatey flavor. Like, it's a very pure chocolatey flavor, and I enjoy that.
Almost too thick though, and for that, I think I'd have to go with the Skittles.
Oh gosh.
The Skittles, like you said, the Skittles were more pleasant. There's more to it. Like, there's more flavors. I know we didn't want to like include all the flavors,
Right.
but like I put the 3
You
different
get that
colored.
variety.
Yeah, I put 3 different colored Skittles in my mouth, and that was nice. But maybe the next couple Skittles are going to be completely different colors.
Right. And you could have them all separately and have completely different experiences, or you could mix them all up. Yeah. That's a good point. I think I'll go with Skittles as well.
We're going to go with Skittles.
Woohoo! Skittles for the win. All right. Next up,
we have Reese's versus
Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruthie Woo. maybe we should just give it the nod because of that. Yeah, so we have Reese's versus Baby Ruth. Reese's is one of my go-tos. If I'm gonna have chocolate, this is just what I'm gonna go for. It's just so enjoyable. And compared, I don't know. I haven't had this in a while. Baby Ruth.
I don't think I've ever had one. Again,
I'm pretty sure it's delicious.
What's it say? No artificial flavors or colors. Wonderful.
It has peanuts in it. I'm pretty sure it's like a chocolatey peanut thing. What do you want to start with?
Let's start with Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth. Let's go for it.
Because again, I know I like Reese's a lot too, so maybe this is gonna like shock me.
Very pleasant looking.
Oh, there's like peanuts in it. Okay. What's the filling? Because it's not caramel. It's like nougat. It's not bad.
No. My favorite candy isn't included in this bracket because it would win, obviously. We want it to be fun and challenging, so we didn't include it. My favorite candy is peanut M&ms.
Oh, yeah.
And the peanuts make this so enjoyable, in my opinion.
I'm really curious.
It's something
what the filling
different,
is,
you know?
Honestly, it reminds me of a Reese's.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like what you would have in like the Three Musketeers and what we had in the Milky Way. It's just really soft.
Yeah, but it's not caramel.
But,
And
it's hard to, because the peanut taste is so strong, you can't really distinguish that.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
really
curious.
It's the first
That
one.
would be good though. Yeah.
I know we haven't had a lot so far, but it's the first one that I actually want to take another bite of, just to enjoy it. That was really good. I'm gonna give that a 9.
I'm gonna stick with an 8 because I'm a hard person to win over.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree that was very delicious.
That was really good.
I don't even know if we rated the Reese's. Or not the Reese's, but the Hershey's.
What did I give Skittles? An 8?
Yes.
Hershey's. Hershey's is probably about the same. I just think Skittles edged it out. Onto the Reese's. Now these ones are so small, I'm just gonna pop the whole thing in my mouth.
It is good.
Very good. Reminds me of the caramel candy where it kind of with the peanut butter, it's thicker, so it's harder to go down. So it lasts in your mouth longer, and the taste is there.
Just like the Hershey's though, it's so smooth.
Very smooth, yeah.
Like it's not like you're with peanut butter. Sometimes when you eat it, you know, it just sticks everywhere in your mouth. But with this, I don't find that with the peanut butter. I feel like, you know, even though it's in my mouth, like it's easy to chew and to swallow, like. And that's something else, like the peanut butter taste lingers, you know? But that's a pro and a con. You taste like peanut or you don't taste.
You taste like peanut butter.
You smell like peanut butter for the next 20 minutes, you know?
They both had peanut in them. I think that made them both enjoyable.
I think I gotta go with the Reese's, though.
I don't know. I think
it was good. The Baby Ruth was good.
Yeah, it was really good. And I think I liked it more, actually, because...
Really?
Yeah, because with the peanut, it was like, you know, I had the taste of peanuts. With the Reese's, like, with the peanut butter, and it kind of stuck around, it was almost too much peanut butter taste. Whereas it was
I have another
subtle.
sliver of that.
Don't mind if I do.
Because after that, I'm even more leaning towards the Reese's. It's just better. Like, I agree that the Baby Ruth is really good, but
it's
it's
harder to chew.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know why is it so much harder to chew right now. It wasn't this hard to chew a moment ago.
We opened it, air touched it, immediately hardened.
No.
I don't know. I still like. I'm sticking with the Reese's. I just think it's so smooth.
I think I'll agree with you. I'll go with the Reese's.
Huzzah!
I think I want to give the Reese's like a 10. I do think like it wasn't perfect though. Like it was a lot of it was strong peanut butter.
It is. I agree.
9 on both the Baby Ruth and the Reese's.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like with the Skittles and Hershey's, they were really close. It just got edged out by the other.
Yep.
Both really good though.
All right. Next up, we've got a crumb of chocolate on the ottoman and Three Musketeers
And M&ms.
I've had a Three Musketeers in the past. I know that I don't like them typically.
Really?
Yeah, and I know I like
my
them.
favorite as a kid.
Really?
Every time you want to take a picture of these?
Oh yeah.
Every time I would go to the store with my mom, almost every time I'd get a Three Musketeers bar, a full size one. I don't know why you let me do that, Mom. That was a lot of candy.
That's why I'm fat.
Yeah, it doesn't have the ingredients on here. It's like almost like a mousse. I think.
Is it?
I think so. It's really soft.
They have compliments on the front. This one says you are awesome.
This one says, I appreciate you.
I mean, originally that was mine.
Oh, well, I appreciate you.
It's a dog.
Starting with the Three Musketeers. Really soft. That's good.
It's too soft.
But like, the inside isn't tasteful. Like, you got the chocolate.
It's like chocolate mousse, like you were saying. Oh.
But like, that's all it is. There's no extra like, I don't know. Baby Ruth had chocolate, whatever else it had in it, plus peanuts, which is nice.
Ah.
Just being the soft filling, yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah, and it felt funny, tasted weird, all that stuff. Mom, why'd you let me get these?
Yeah, no, that's terrible.
I'm gonna go with a 3.
Yeah, I'd say honestly, I'd give it a 2. Like, I really don't like. Actually, I'm gonna change that and give it a 1. I would never reach for this. Like, if it was this versus nothing at the grocery store when I was a kid, I'd probably choose nothing. Like, I don't like that.
I wish I could go back and take back all the Three Musketeers I ate.
All right, M&Ms.
Next is M&ms.
So again,
Very
while these
classic
are
M&Ms.
colorful, they do. Or does it matter which colors you have? It's interesting though because they don't taste just like chocolate, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like Reese's inside or Hershey's inside of an M&M. But
maybe it's the candy.
Tenfold
the candy,
better.
Covering thing, yeah.
Tenfold better than
Definitely
Three
beating the Three
Musketeers.
Musketeers.
Oh yeah, so those for the win. I'd give them like maybe a 6 though.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the 6, 5 or 6. Like it's a classic candy, the M&M, but it wasn't that enjoyable.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll eat a jar full of them if it's in front of me, but it's kind of, I don't know, hard to chew. The chocolate.
I don't know.
Nah.
It's just not my favorite flavor. I think that's really what it comes down to.
It's not a good sign. It's going up against Reese's.
Reese's.
Well, you know, step by step.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go into each different tasting with a whole new attitude.
A whole new attitude.
The next time I taste Three Musketeers, I'm gonna be like, this is exciting. It smells great.
I really hope not.
Yeah, I hope I never. Next, we have Butterfinger and Starburst. Starburst is the other candy we have included in this.
It is not chocolate.
Yeah, this challenge that isn't chocolate.
The only thing with Starburst that I'm kind of questioning here is whether or not we're going to get the same color in either of the two, and that, again, is a factor, you know?
Yep.
So, I'm kind of curious.
And with the Skittles, like, you know, you can have
a handful.
You shouldn't have a handful of Skittles at once, but yes, you can.
Right. Oh, we got 2 orange. Sweet.
Starbursts are a little thick. They're a lot
They're all different,
bigger.
and you're not having a handful of different Starbursts in one bite.
Yeah.
God, I hope not.
Starburst is one of those things where, like, you'll see in a TV show someone picks out all the yellow M&Ms because whatever.
Right.
But, like, Starburst is actually one of those things where it's like, if I eat a yellow Starburst, I'm not going to eat it. Me personally, I mean, yeah, I don't mind yellows. That was just an example. I know plenty of people in the past who have done that.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting. You want to start with
start with the orange then?
Yeah, let's start with orange.
We both have orange, yeah.
Fun fact, I used to be allergic to oranges.
Did you really?
As a child, yeah. I outgrew it, I guess. It was the only thing I was allergic to. I wish I could trade it, be allergic to oranges now and not dogs, but my favorite purple.
And just immediately hit with an orange flavor.
Yeah. Which one?
Which is not bad.
No, not bad.
And they're so juicy. It's like, the more you chew them, and it's not like a saliva juicy, or it might be, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like a juice from the candy, and that's really appealing.
Yeah, kind of like with the Skittles from before.
Mm-hmm.
A little hard to chew though, and there's a lot of it. Like we said, it's not like a single Skittle is very small.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. They do stick to your teeth a little bit. I don't think a terrible amount, but that is a factor. Again, I feel like you're just left with a pleasant flavor. Like, this is going to be awful, but if you had a candy to eat to make your breath not smell bad, like, I feel like I would want to eat a Starburst versus a chocolate.
What about York Peppermint Patty? I think I'd give it a 7. Definitely wasn't more enjoyable than the Skittles, I'd say. Just going off of what I remember the Skittles tasting like, for being similar, you know. But yeah, I think it was really good. I'd go with the 7.
I think the most appealing part of the Skittles for me is that a handful, you know, maybe not a full hand, but like 4 or 5 of them is the equivalent of chewing 1 Starburst. And I feel like you're gonna get more out of that than just chewing 1 Starburst. And I feel like that's why I personally would agree with you that the Skittles I like a little bit better.
Fortunately, it's not Starburst for Skittles yet. So, yeah, it was good.
All right.
One of the
Butterfingers. Okay, he said that he doesn't like these when we pick these up. I do.
So, I'll have to be a little, you know, try to be unbiased, but Butterfingers stick to my teeth so bad. I don't have, like, the best, like, my teeth aren't in the best shape, so, like, that probably doesn't help. But, like, what is it in here that makes them stick to your teeth so much?
It's
Mine's already
crispity, crunchy, and peanut buttery. I do agree with you.
Right off the bat, though, that is an unparalleled crunch. You know, it's not like what you had in 1,000 grams, which is crunchy. It's like there's a layer of like really crisp crunch.
I do like that, but I agree with you that it is sticking to my teeth a lot, and that's something that would bother me as I'm sitting here for the next 20 minutes trying to swallow this Butterfinger. And I just can't seem to get it out of my mouth. Like, that's not appealing.
Yeah. And it's sad because
it has a great flavor.
It tasted really good, yeah. But, like, yeah, like you said, I'm still trying to get it in my mouth.
It's butterscotch.
Duh. Probably going to interfere with the next...
I'll have to swallow a lot. Like, chew, or drink again. Because of that, I'm giving it a 6. I really do enjoy the taste of it, though. I really, really... I mean, I remember just eating these as a child, like, just in bed. But because they are getting in my teeth and I don't like them, like I don't like that aspect, I am going to have to go with Starburst.
I'll go with Starburst too. It did taste, like you said, it did taste really good. If it weren't for the texture, it'd probably be up there, 8 or 9 maybe.
If it didn't stick to my teeth, it would have definitely been the winner.
Probably. It tasted really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Moving on. We have Kit Kat versus Almond Joy. I
hate coconut.
Don't like coconut, so it's going to be interesting for me because I know I like Kit Kat. I don't know the last time I had an Almond Joy or a Mound or whatever those.
I don't like either of these.
You don't like Kit Kat?
I don't like Kit Kat either. So honestly, I'd rather start with Kit Kat because I think I might like the Almond Joy better. And I hate coconut. My mom loves the scent of coconut, so she would put coconut scented things in her car, and it would legitimately make me car sick.
Coconut just tastes weird to me.
Okay, so this is a crunch to it as well.
No, it's not a crunchy crunch. It's like an initial, like a, you know? Like
it's a wafer.
Yeah.
So,
very good. The chocolate's delicious.
It is good.
I like that the chocolate taste of this more than like in any other of the candies so far.
I don't know.
And then I didn't dislike the texture either.
It's plain like the Three Musketeer to me, and that's something that I don't like. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't taste amazing. The chocolate was really good.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 5.
It was kind of like the Three Musketeer where it's a thin layer of chocolate around a lot of the filling, and in this case...
And the filling doesn't have anything to offer.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't amazing. It wasn't great. I'd probably give it like a 5 or 6. Okay,
so apparently what an Almond Joy looked like is chocolate and then a
you can't see it.
Little nip right there in the mid.
Yeah. This is a fun size Almond Joy. Look at that.
It's interesting.
Just random. I guess I gotta eat that part.
Yeah, it's an almond, which checks out. So I'm gonna want to bite the part that has the almond because that's gonna.
Easy to bite into.
Wow, I actually really like that.
I don't dislike it.
I'm very surprised.
It got through the chocolate and now it's mainly coconut. The almond was fine. The chocolate was good. I hate the coconut. Weird texture. Weird taste. But I didn't think it would taste this good.
No, me neither.
Coconut and chocolate. And
I actually really like this. And I'm not disliking the coconut. You remember that one time that I made those coconut no-bake cookies? I think I got acclimated to the taste.
Just all bad alone.
Well, that was essentially shredded coconut and peanut butter, so yeah, pretty much. Wow, I love that. That, for the win. I'm giving that a 9.
Even a 9? You think it's that good?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not convinced it's that good. I don't know what I like. Honestly, like, I'm going to do a retaste of each of these. I don't have the almond and the Almond Joy, but...
that's so plain. Like, it's not good enough to advance, in my opinion. It's good, but it's not that good. It's not this Almond Joy good. I thought the chocolate was really good, very soft, and I thought it blended nicely with the coconut. And I really do like the addition of the almond, The only thing that I maybe would wish is that there were 2 almonds on top instead of 1.
Cost too much money. I see what you're saying. It's definitely, that tastes a lot better than I thought it was going to taste. I still don't see much of a difference as far as which one I like more. But because of that, you think so highly of Almond Joy, I'll just go with the Almond Joy.
Yes. Gosh, this is a lot of chocolate. How do these men do it?
I told you. What? I can
Good mythical morning.
Oh.
How do those men do it?
They aren't men. They are mythical beasts. Okay, next we have Snickers, and then we have
M&ms.
in case you didn't understand her, caramel M&ms. If I had it my way, I would have had peanut M&ms over the caramel ones, just because caramel, I think it's a newer flavor.
I think it is.
It's a newer kind of M&M.
I don't know. People went nuts over the peanut butter M&ms. Not the peanut, but the peanut butter.
Yeah.
So maybe they were like Halloween or something. So what you say about the Three Musketeers, how you used to get those growing up, that was me with Snickers.
Yeah.
And because of that, I don't love Snickers anymore. I don't hate them. They're just not as good as they used to be. I'll give it a 7.
I think all the chocolate's wearing on me.
Honestly, I'll give it a 6.
I
I agree. It's a
think
lot.
it's good. Tasty. The peanuts really help.
Mm.
I think it's a lot like a Baby Ruth, honestly.
Yeah. It really is.
I don't know why I was so convinced Snickers would win. Maybe just the brand.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
We were in the middle of reviewing the Snickers when my camera filled up because it had already been a half hour. So had to upload and switch things around. So alas, here we are with our opinions on the Snickers.
Snickers was alright. I thought it would have been a lot better. Reminded me a lot of the Babe Ruth, which I thought was really good. And I think the Snickers is good, but
I don't think it's great.
I don't think it's great, no.
Yeah. What did I say? 5 or 6? One of those 2.
I think I'll go with the 6.
On to the caramel M&Ms.
First take, without even biting them,
They're bigger.
Much larger than a regular M&M.
I'd say almost comparable to a size of a peanut M&M, minus the fact that there's no bulge from a peanut.
Yeah. Almost reminds me of a gusher. You take a bite of it, you're like, it gushes. How did that remind me of that? Here.
I don't know if I like it.
Not very tasty.
No.
It's got a taste to it.
God, I don't like either of these.
It's a lot like the Butterfinger as far as sticking to your teeth. A lot like the 100-gram bar.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of these. The caramel isn't like a strong taste, so it almost just feels like you're biting into something that's chewy, but you can't quite pinpoint. Like if it didn't say caramel M&Ms and I'm just meant to like figure out what I'm chewing, I wouldn't have probably guessed that it was caramel.
Yeah, when you started that sentence, I was thinking the exact same thing.
And because of that, I'm gonna go with Snickers.
I'll go with Snickers. I give the M&Ms like a 4.
Right, I agree.
They were fine, but
yeah,
definitely wouldn't prefer them over anything else we've tasted so far.
No, I would even say that regular M&Ms are better than those, and neither of us really love those. So
Snickers moves on.
Next up,
we have Twix versus Milk Duds. I don't remember what a Milk Dud is or what it tastes like.
It's chewy.
Is it? I know I've had Whoppers before. I don't like Whoppers. They're really crunchy.
Yeah. I don't like Twix.
You don't like Twix?
No.
I think I like Twix.
You have a right Twix? I got a left Twix.
Yeah, that's a real question. Which Twix is better? Probably the right Twix.
Oh. Batch. I don't know why people go gaga over these.
I like this a lot.
Not me.
Very tasty. There's like a couple different tastes, so it's got a little crunch. It's not crunchy. I don't know how you describe it, but
it's like a wafer. It's a Kit Kat mixed with a Milky Way.
No, it's pretty good. The wafer, it's soft, but it gives you a nice a different texture. It's got, is it caramel it has in there?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Caramel.
Tasty. Caramel. And then the chocolate's really good too. And I think what's unique is you can taste all 3 of those things while you're chewing it. It's not like you bite to the 100-gram and you get a hint of chocolate because there's so much caramel. I think it's a nice balance. Great. This is a 9 easy.
Really? Yeah, that's
delicious.
a 5 to me.
I think the chocolate tastes really good too.
You're ridiculous. Wow, I'm really surprised at that. I'm upset with you.
I'm upset.
Milk Duds.
Milk Duds.
You're not gonna like these.
Oh my god. No, yeah, that is really hard to chew.
It's so good though.
It's like one of those things you could, like, I would, right now, I've half chewed it, maybe, probably not even half chewed it. But, like, if I just kept it in the corner of my mouth for like an hour, just rotted my teeth away, it probably tastes good then. I don't think it tastes that good though.
I do. I will concede on the fact that it is hard to chew.
It's still in my mouth.
Yeah.
Go.
You're just talking all the time. That's why it's in your mouth. But it is hard to chew for sure. If you have braces, 10 out of 10 would not recommend this. But it is getting stuck to your teeth as well. Because of that, I understand that it's not for everybody. I like the taste. It's like it's chocolate and caramel, but it's a good blend of the two in my opinion. But I've always really liked Milk Duds. But I know that you're gonna say Twix wins, and that's okay. And I'm willing to concede for those reasons.
I think much like the Three Musketeers, and the name gives it away. Complete dud. I hated this.
Wow, I'm upset.
It was really bad. Like, you bit through the chocolate, and then you hit a rock, right? It takes 10 years to chew the rock. The chocolate's already gone.
Have you chewed it?
It's all gone. But it's not like it even tastes
10
good.
years. 10 years.
Yeah,
man.
just about. It's not even like it tastes good either. So after the chocolate's all gone, which is the best part of it, because it's only two things.
Well, I'm giving them a 7. And I'm
You
giving
give these
this
7?
like a 5. The Twix a 5. But I'm willing to concede that the Twix are better.
Yeah, Twix are way better. We're going to have to give it to Twix. I don't even want to rate this whatever this is. Oh, that's crazy how bad that was.
You're crazy how bad you are.
Like, I can still, like, feel it in the back of my throat. Like, whatever it's not caramel. That can't be caramel.
I think it is.
Is it aged caramel?
It's like a fine wine.
It reminds me almost of butterscotch, I think. No.
Does it say anything on it?
It says chocolate.
Made with chocolate and caramel. 'Cause it is. Okay. So that was the first round of everything. So we're moving on to round 2.
Round 2. Fight!
Okay. Okay.
Alright, well, on to round 2. I'm going to take a picture of these.
Yes.
The first fight of round 2 is Milky Way and Skittles. I'm excited to continue.
Me
A
too.
lot of chocolate taste.
There is. God, you wouldn't think after taking one bite of each of these that it would have such an impact that you would feel like you're eating a lot, but I genuinely, I don't want to say I feel sick to my stomach, but this is not something I would recommend.
It's
like,
a lot.
Yeah.
A little hard to chew, but it's totally worth it.
It's so juicy and a nice fruity taste. I even like the texture of them, honestly.
Kind of like the Milk Dud. You can almost leave it in the back of your mouth and just suck on it.
But in a good way.
Go by, yeah.
I just don't think the Milky Way is going to compare to this, personally.
Fresh eyes, dude. It's good.
It's just not as
Very milky.
It is good. If you're someone that likes caramel and chocolate together, I do think you would really like this.
There seems to be a lot of combinations of those things. Milky Way's for sure top notch when it comes to that stuff.
It is. It's so smooth. Nothing is sticky. It's not sticking to.
It goes down easily.
Like it's by far got the best caramel. It beats out Snickers. I used to think
it's like
Snickers.
fresh.
It is. That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah. Man, it's pretty close.
Of the two, I do still think I'm gonna have to go with Skittles. Skittles.
I'll agree. Very close, but I'll agree.
Yeah, I do like the Milky Way. Okay.
More chocolate. M&ms versus Reese's.
Reese's won out, but barely last time, you know? But I think M&M's won out based on the fact that the Three Musketeers were pretty terrible. That said, I don't think M&M's are going to win this time at all.
We'll see. It's harder to chew them than Skittles.
Different.
Different. Okay, that's fair.
Not bad. It's so odd because they're chocolate candies, you know?
Yeah.
But it doesn't taste like a true chocolate taste. Like again, I know I said this before, but it's not the Hershey's.
It's like so strong.
They're not bad, but it is odd now thinking about the taste, how a chocolatey treat is not very chocolatey at all. You know, it doesn't have that pure chocolate taste.
It's like, so you'd think after eating all this chocolate, you'd have that, it's like, oh, I don't want to eat any more chocolate, I'm going to puke. It's like, 2 M&Ms and like I feel that way. Like I almost want to quit right now. Like they're really chocolatey. Yeah.
Reese's. I'm only eating half a cup this time.
I mean the whole thing.
It's good. It's good.
So
It's
soft.
better. Again, just like the Milky Way was, it's smooth. It's a really
Very
nice
smooth.
texture.
A lot of peanut butter. The peanut butter outlasts the chocolate. But
It does. But
it's kind of how they were meant to go.
right.
Yeah, Reese's for sure.
Reese's, yeah. Ooh, it'll be Reese's versus Skittles. That's interesting. I'm curious how that'll go.
Next, we have Starburst and Almond Joys. Still surprised Almond Joys made it this far. They weren't bad.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed the joy. It was joyful.
Almond.
Oh, no.
Almond. I tried. Not very hard, I guess. I'm going to start with Starburst.
We're going to see if we can get 2 of the same color, just like we did last time. I don't know
How
why
come
this
it's
struggle
not?
is so hard. No?
Let's go for it.
Okay, so I get the yellow.
I have the pink, which is, I don't know what flavor.
I don't know either, actually.
It's kind of the joy of it, you know? It's like one of those mystery dum-dums.
Mystery Airheads. I love Airheads. I like the lemon, though. I don't mind any of the Starburst flavors. The original Starburst flavors. I do not like the weird sequels that Starburst did. You know what I'm talking about? They've got all the different flavors. There's like bright neon green ones and everything. My stepbrother used to get those all the time, and I'd be like, why? They're gross.
I don't know what flavor this is. I'm gonna cheat and let it bag.
Put it on there.
Strawberry?
Cherry, orange, strawberry. It's probably a strawberry, then, yeah.
It's good.
I do like them. It's so juicy. I
Juicy.
really do like them.
They're sticking in my mouth a lot. Not my teeth, but like the roof of my mouth. Very juicy, very tasty though.
And again, the taste just lingers so pleasantly. And like I said last time, I feel like this is a good candy that you can eat for fresh breath.
It's a nice change from the chocolate.
Exactly. It really, really is. I think, honestly, that might be contributing at this point. I'm trying to come in with it unbiased, but this is so much chocolate that the Starburst are definitely a nice change of pace. But I also do really like the flavor. And I don't think the texture is bad. I like that they take a hot second to chew, and I like that the taste lingers. So, alright, so we've got Almond Joy now. And I feel like I said joy weird. I'm in joy.
I'm enjoying.
It's so soft.
Just eat the whole thing, I guess.
Almond for this one was a lot less crunchy for me. Crap, I really like this.
Last time, I feel like I chewed the almond so quickly, it just went away. I made sure to chew it, I chewed it slower. I tried to mix it with the chocolate and the coconut pretty well. Because I remember, it took a while for the coconut to hit last time. It's a good blend between the coconut and the almond. Like, it's surprisingly, it was really good. Yeah. You tasted all of it at once. It was all enjoyable.
I like them both.
I think I like the Almond Joy more.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I'd be willing to say that as well.
Almond Joy?
Almond Joy for the win. Next up, we have Snickers versus Twix. Yay.
Hey, more chocolate. It's honestly getting to be a lot at this point.
It really
I'm glad
is.
we're almost done.
I didn't like the Twix at all last time, so... Oh, yeah. But I didn't really love the Snickers either, so I'm kind of curious to see...
Which one you disliked least?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Snickers if I had to guess. It's good. Is it great? No. But it's good.
It's good, but the part I like the least is the strongest taste.
Which is?
Under here, like the stuff that resembles the mousse.
Okay.
Because there's like chocolate, and then there's peanuts and caramel at the top, and there's like a mousse layer underneath. It seems like the most ingredients out of all these chocolatey candies is usually chocolate and then something else, or 2 other things is peanuts, caramel, and mousse.
I don't think it's mousse actually, but I know what you mean.
I'm gonna call it mousse. It doesn't taste that good, and unfortunately, it's the strongest taste of the whole candy, but it's pretty good.
And to the Twix.
Twix.
God bless America. It's still awful. That caramel that I got there is a lot chewier.
Yeah. Almost tasteless. I don't know. The wafery part, it was very like dusty, and it doesn't have much of a taste to it. And it kind of, I don't know, it kind of like, it's gonna sound weird, but it spread around my mouth, I guess. And like it just like I kind of had a small taste of the chocolate. No, not necessarily turned me off of it, but like it wasn't like something that I would want to eat all the time, you know?
Right. Personally, I think I'm gonna go with the Snickers just because the nuts in it really are what do it for me. It's what takes it home for me. So
I go with the Snickers as well.
okay, we have our final four. So it will be Skittles versus Reese's and
Almond Joy versus Snickers.
bum bum. First up, we have Skittles versus Reese's. Little did we know that we only have this one Reese's left. This will be...
To supplement for the small amount of Reese's, I feel like we just do one Skittle.
Okay. Give it to me straight, Doc.
You have a green Skittle.
I like put it in my mouth and then choked because it went all the way back.
Do it into your lungs.
It's not funny to joke about though. That sounds like something I do. I love this flavor too, the green.
It's a different flavor.
It's green apple.
Yeah. It's good.
It's delicious. It's the new one. Remember when they used to be lime? Gross.
I don't remember.
They changed them within the last few years.
I don't eat a lot of Skittles. It's good.
It was good. It's still so juicy. Even just with one Skittle, it's still very juicy.
It is very juicy, yeah.
I like it.
To the Reese's.
It's an interesting thing to follow with Skittle.
Yeah. I've said it this whole time. I just think the peanut butter taste in a Reese's is so strong.
It is.
Maybe it's because there's so much peanut butter, but kind of like the milk that thing. Kind of like just gets to you. It's like in my throat.
It's almost too much.
Like I'm breathing peanut butter.
Alright, honestly, I will say the Reese's pumpkins or the Reese's Christmas trees or the Reese's eggs,
Oh my gosh.
I think those have a better ratio of chocolate to peanut butter than just a regular Reese's mini cup. Do you agree? Not the ones that you're going to get in the store
I
that
could-
are like the 2 regular sized ones.
No, yeah, I could eat a bag of those.
Freaking
trees.
the trees or the eggs.
Oh,
Oh my
so
god.
good. Don't
And
get
it
me-
doesn't even matter
Don't
to
get me
me
started.
if it's white chocolate or milk chocolate. I love them both.
Yeah.
But anyway, between the two of those, I'm gonna have to say Skittles.
I think if it were regular Reese's or like the Reese's trees, I'd probably go with the Reese's. But just this whole time, it's just been so much peanut butter and like
it's just too much.
I don't want to eat another Reese's, and I love Reese's.
Right. That's a lot for us to say. We used to just snack on those at night, like legit. We just would eat candy because Mom used to have it at the house.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we would just snack on them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the peanut butter is so strong, Skittles are so juicy, and it's like really weird because I've always told you, I've said it before, I'm not a huge fan of Skittles. I prefer chocolatey candy over the sugary kind of candy like Skittles and gummy bears and all that stuff. But yeah, I think Skittles is going on to the finals.
All right. Now we have Almond Joy versus Snickers, and I would legitimately wager to say that the Almond Joy is going to win. Almond Joy. So much chocolate.
I feel like each time I taste Almond Joy, I like it a little better than the last time I had it. They're really good.
We'll make a coconut lover out of him yet.
It's just like not that strong of a coconut flavor.
It's mild enough to mix with the chocolate very well.
The almond's great too because of the texture. Like
It's the best nut to mix in with it.
Like what I was saying about the Twix. I didn't even think. Yeah, I mean I couldn't imagine that with a peanut. But like with the Twix, like there's that crunchy layer to it, which I enjoyed. It makes it so much better with the coconut and almond because it's different than just having chocolate and caramel.
I like it.
So
Alright, Snicks.
On to the Snicks. This is like the Reese's, where it's just too much.
Peanut.
Not even peanut. Well, I was saying before, that layer of whatever it is, mousse or whatever, it's just such a strong...
It's too much peanut and caramel for me. That layer doesn't do anything for me.
It reminds me of the peanuts where, like, you know, you have a few peanuts and it's just so much chocolate. Like, it's a lot of chocolate. The mousse is such a strong taste that I don't enjoy. It's not very good.
I agree. Alright, so Almond Joy.
Almond Joy.
Final round! We have Skittles versus
Almond Joy!
Alrighty! Are we just doing one Skittle again?
You don't have to. Give me those two. Nope. I want those two specific Skittles. Nope.
What Skittles are you talking about?
Those two in your hand. Now I have 3 Skittles. Rachel. I'm okay with this. This is fun. Think him. Inhale them.
Dink them, choke on them. It's like my mouth is tired. It's like, stop eating!
You know when you said I'd have to have dinner after this?
You were right. It doesn't happen often.
You're never right. It's good.
I think
So
these are gonna
juicy.
win.
So juicy.
I agree. I just love Skittles.
The final taste of the night. What do you think? You gonna have yours?
Oh!
What are you looking at, weirdo? I feel like I did Almond Joy a disservice by just eating the rest of what I had earlier without having an almond. But
Right.
even without the almond,
It's so good. It's still good.
yeah, I'm surprised at how good a chocolate and coconut combination is.
Me is.
It's really good though.
It is good. But there can only be one winner. Do you
How
want to do
about, what are you gonna say on the count of 3?
Yeah, and we would just hover over which one we like more? Like they did today?
How about we hold Skittles in one hand and an Almond Joy in the other?
On the count of 3, we each have a Skittles bag in our hand and an Almond Joy. On the count of 3, we're going to raise whichever one we think is the best.
Okay.
I don't know.
I do.
I honestly don't know.
I do.
I feel like I know what your answer is.
Oh, do you?
You're kind of giving it away.
What do you, what do you mean?
I just know you pretty well.
I do ya! One
Alright.
yoga.
All 3. 1, 2, 3. Skittles was the best.
Have won!
I
That's
think
so
I think
exciting.
it helped it didn't have chocolate in it. Cause like, let's be honest, like,
It's a lot.
you try to be unbiased, but this is a lot of chocolate.
It's a lot of chocolate.
And like, if you're, I don't know, it's a nice break from the chocolate. They're so juicy. I could see myself eating a whole bag of these,
Right.
like a big bag, not a fun size bag.
Right. I really am giving props to Rhett and Link because it really doesn't seem like a lot of work to just sit around and eat the food because like that's everybody's dream job. That's my dream job at least, to just sit and eat and not get fat. But it was very challenging.
pretty
Much
difficult.
more challenging than I was anticipating, but you know, I'm glad we came to this consensus and I'm glad we both agreed.
Yeah. Almond Joy, really close.
Right.
Give props to Rhett and Link, but Almond Joy also a lot better than I thought they would be from start to finish. They just kept getting better and better.
I'd say that's the underdog for sure that made it through.
Yeah, I was actually giving someone at work crap because they picked an Almond Joy out of the thing.
Interesting.
I'm sorry. Okay, you'll never see this, but I'm sorry. Yeah, Skittles for the win.
All right.
Skittles are delicious.
Yeah, well, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave to stay up to date on all of my latest content. It's not typically like this, but hey, if you guys like it, maybe we can do more like this.
Just let us know.
Let us know. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we will see you next time.
Especially for being non-chocolatey, I think a high rating from me was pretty cool. We'll cut that out, but
Or will we?
redo. No, we will. Sorry, I'm all chocolatey out. I'm chocolate wasted.
How are you gonna do this?
You can.
You just burped in my face.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure that was gross. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Rachel.
You're not you. Eat a Snickers.
Yeah. Who am I suddenly? I can't even think of a good person to turn into after having eaten a Snickers.
Thought you were having a stroke. Trying to drink water.
Wawa.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Alright. I just love Skittles.
We've had too much candy. Clearly. We're slap happy.
I'm chocolately wasted. For sure.
I ain't chocolate wasted.
Bottoms up.
We just go in the microwave, melt it, drinking it.
Gross.
That sounds pretty awful.
Oh. Oh. That hurt. Oh my god. Anyways.
Me too.
Same. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to cut that burp out. Cut it out.
300 pounds.
Trying to puke.